Hey guys, it's Vans from ARSIK Media, and today we are going to do a review about GTX 1660. It seems like I'm a bit late to the party, but I felt like I must talk to you about the new Nvidia GeForce GTX 1660. Today, we will see all of the aspects of GTX 1660 and will test it while playing several popular games. So watch this video till the very end. In fact, I can call this gigabyte version of GeForce GTX 1660 as the best graphic card for the money at this moment. It's better than GTX 1060 from the previous generation. 1660 is faster and cheaper. You can get a deal on 1060 for $290, but the new 1660 cost only $220. Let's look at the numbers. They already show the difference. GTX 1660 has a much higher GPU frequency, 1830 MHz against 1582 MHz. The Turing chip is based at 12 nanometers versus 16 nanometers in Pascal. This provides higher performance with less power consumption. GTX 1660 also has more processors and more texture units. I think you will agree with me that buying a new GTX 1060 for higher price does not really make sense. Let's take a look at the cooling. It uses standard cooling system. There is an aluminium radiator, 2 quad fans and 1 copper heat pipe. It seems to me that this is enough for such a cold GPU. I really like the fact that there is a plastic backplate that shows the company's logo. The other thing that I really like about the graphic card is that it does not have any sort of lighting on it, but it's just my personal opinion. Okay, so let's just jump ahead and do more interesting things. Let's put this GPU inside my PC. I have already installed the latest GeForce Ray drivers, which supports ray tracing, now on video cards such as 1660, and it's not exclusive to RTX, only from this moment. But this is a topic for another video. Subscribe and see how it works soon. I have chosen 4 games to do the test on: Metro Exodus, Forza Horizon 4, Apex Legends, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. All video games are set on highest settings in Full HD 1920 by 1080 pixels, so this way we can see the real performance. Let's start from the benchmark score of Metro Exodus. This game was very smooth while playing. As you can see it on the frame time, the average result that we got was 39 frames per second, and the maximum was 58. This was a very good result. 1660 absolutely nailed through the test. So just for curiosity, let's compare 1660 to RTX 1060 with 3GB of RAM and GTX 960 with 4GB of RAM in the same bench. I understand this is not the correct comparison due to the difference of capacity of the memory, but I simply do not have GTX 1066. The result is quite predictable. On average, there were 29 frames per second on 1060 and 960 shows 19 frames per second. Apex Legends had an average frame rate of 100 frames per second on very high graphic quality. On open locations, the FPS was about 60 to 70, but still I think it is a great result. The GPU temperature in closed PC does not rise above 70 degrees Celsius. This is important because even when fans are working, they stay quiet. The GTX 1060 works great on Shadow of Tomb Raider as well. We had an average frame rate of 75 frames per second and it did not fall below 62 frames. We got a peak frame rate of 123 frames per second. Shadow of the Tomb Raider works perfectly on high settings with this graphic card. The final test, Microsoft Studios Forza Horizon 4. The results are as we expected it to be. On ultra settings, the game works very smooth. The benchmark shows the average frame rate is 87 frames per second, which is quite impressive. The game certainly looks fantastic with such graphics. Comparing the performance with GTX 1060, where you get an average of just 41 frames per second. It's quite sad to say that, but GTX 1060 is not the card that gets the most value for the money anymore. GTX 1660 is the new king for the value of the money. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave your opinion on the comment section below. See you at the next video.